Oh, hi everyone. so, I'm still recovering from cough. So excuse me if I cough at some certain times. um, so basically, what happened is, I think last week or a few days ago, I have a laryngitis. I think that's how to pronounce it. Basically, my vocal cord is like damaged, it's inflamed, something like that. And then after the laryngitis, I got cough, so my throat has been not well, but I'm recovering. So that's why I decided to, just make a video, like a fun one, kind of like last time when it was like 200 questions challenge. So I kind of want to do something like that again. Anyway, in today's video, I'm gonna take the what is it called, MBTI or something like that, Myers-Briggs something test, to know what's my personality, like my I don't know. I think this one has like the protagonist and then the architect or something like that. Like they have like basically 16 different personality group, and based on your answers, you are like you're one of them, something like that. So yeah, they kind of just sorry. So basically, they group people into 16 different personalities. So in this world, we all have 16 different people. Kind of, sort of. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's just get into this test. I heard that this test is quite will take quite some time. So do fast forward if you feel bored. Alright, free personality test. Alright, first question. You regularly make new friends. I completely disagree. You spend a lot of your I'm actually a very shy person in real life. I know I'm like talking in video like it's nothing, but I'm actually a very shy person in real life, and I don't talk unless people talk to me first. I'm like that kind of person. You spend a lot of sorry, you spend a lot of your free time exploring very various sorry guys. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Yeah, I think I am. Agree. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. Well, actually, depends. What's the reason they're crying? If it's but yeah, I'm quite like how do I call it, like in movies, for example, when there's a sad scene that I would cry. But I would say something like over here, because kind of depends on the reason. If that person is crying for no reason at all that I don't understand, I couldn't really relate. Anyway, you often make a backup plan for a backup plan. Yes, that's definitely me. I'm always like, if this doesn't go well, then we have another plan, which is this one, and then and so on and so on and so on. And then if everything fails, I have another plan. Like I'm always just that type of person. Okay, you usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. I think I am, yeah, especially at work. Like, last time when I was like in my early days of working, I am kind of panicky. But then I learned that you should stay calm under like that kind of pressure. For a reason that I will probably mention next time. But it's a really useful tip, and yeah, I'm just so sad I can't share it here. Anyway, yes, agree. At social events, you rarely try to introduce you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people, and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Very extremely agree. Next, you prefer to. I'm just 10%. So long. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. Well, I do prefer that, yes. I don't do it like that normally, but yeah, I prefer that, of course. You're very sentimental. I think like a little bit agree, because again, it depends. If I can't relate to you, then how am I going to be like, feel what you feel or something like that. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Actually, I disagree with this because I don't know why, but for me, I'm pretty good at organizing myself without any tools, without any help from any tools. Um, it's like even if there's no organizers or cupboard and a wardrobe or anything like that, like I can just I don't know, like organize things pretty well. I don't know how to explain that. Even a small mistake can cause you doubt to your overall abilities and knowledge. That's not true. I disagree. Because I believe that we all tend to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes at some point. So if everybody makes mistakes and then everybody has to doubt their overall abilities and knowledge, then everybody is stupid then. I mean, everybody makes mistakes. Nobody is perfect. So we are all both stupid and smart at the same time. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up. Completely disagree. Even when someone is interesting, like I actually met lots of people that I find really interesting, but I just really cannot go up there and talk to them because I always kind of like, oh my god, am I gonna embarrass myself or something like that. Anyway, you are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. Actually, I am quite interested in that. Like, I want to know what other people feel about certain work of art, because I think it's an interesting view. But that being said, I don't really like. I also produce like works of art, but I don't really let like people's opinion like really truly define me. Like sometimes even at work, even though we have a contradicting opinion, let's say my client and I think this A is better, but they say B is better. So I still follow what they are doing, but my true opinion is still like A is better. No, A is better. Something like that. I mean, I guess some people will say that like hard headed, but just well, it's kind of not really a tips, but it's just a suggestion for those of you guys who are also designer, artists, and all sorts of things. You have to have your true self. You have to have your true own opinion. You cannot be easily persuaded by others. I mean, it's one thing when you are learning, but it's another thing when you are already an established artist. You know what I mean? Never mind. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. I think I have to put this one in the middle because it really depends. Sometimes I have like a splash of intuition. It's like something speak to me, but not nobody speaks to me. It's just it feels like something speaks to me and tell me that I need to do this or to do that. But then sometimes when those voices don't appear, I analyze with my brain. So it really depends on what the condition is. So I can't say like I'm more inclined or anything like that. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine. Yeah, I think I definitely agree on this one. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Disagree. Oh my god. I'm so like socially anxious. Like last time that problem is actually really really bad, but recently it's not that bad anymore. I'm like learning how to socialize and stuff like that. So yeah, you enjoy participating in group activities. Actually, I kind of do like that, even though usually it kind of ends up in chaos. But I still kind of feel like group activities is pretty fun. So maybe this one. You like books and movies. Sorry. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. I think I kind of disagree. I really like it if the I really would prefer it so much if the writer or the director or anybody who's making the movie or story tell me the ending. I don't want to come up with theories. I don't want to hear conspiracy theories. I want the real hard fact, like what's the ending? Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. What? I don't understand this question. I don't understand this question. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than my own accomplishment. I think I disagree. I kind of really like it more when I can have my own accomplishments but when other people accomplish things thanks to my help, I don't feel it. It's not that I'm bitter or anything. I just don't feel, I'm just indifferent. I don't feel I neither happy nor sad. I just feel like, well, that's what's supposed to happen. Like, well, that's supposed to happen, so that's just the way it is. So yeah, I'm actually more happy if it's my personal accomplishments. Oh my god, I gotta sit better. Okay, never mind. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. I gotta take a deep breath for that one. Because I am interested in so many things, but I don't think I find it difficult to choose what to try next. Like, I kind of know what to try next. I think I have to disagree a little bit. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worst. Last time I kind of am, but now, like nowadays, I'm like kind of used to things get worse. Like, I kind of expect that. I'm not really worried anymore. So I guess I can disagree a little bit. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. I disagree. I mean, I'm okay with either being a leader or not. I'm indifferent about that kind of stuff. Because I feel like being a leader or not, there's just both positive and negative. So it just really depends on whether you can do it or not. It's not like, oh, being a leader is super good. Like, if you can be the CEO of the company or being the director of blah blah blah, it's like it's not that good. I mean, yeah, the money is bigger, but then you have more responsibilities and all that stuff. So it's really not that upgrade actually. So I don't know. I kind of find it weird when some people are like, "Oh, congratulations on being promoted." I mean, not to me. I'm not promoted. But it's just that I kind of find that congratulations kind of weird because it's not really an upgrade. It's just a change of position. Now, maybe last time you are just a regular worker and then now you are the director. So it's just you change to a different character with a different set of tasks and responsibilities. So I don't feel it's like an upgrade. So I don't know, I just find it a bit weird when people are like, oh, congratulations on your promotions, the way to go, or something like that. I mean, you gotta say, you can most of the time, if you're a director or something, or you are just like in the upper management, you kind of have to say goodbye to work-life balance, if that makes sense. So yeah, kind of like, well, it's not that I don't want to be a leader, but I'm just like, I'm aware that these two are just different things, and with each set of good and bad. sort of. Anyway, you're definitely not an artistic type of person. I completely disagree. I feel like I'm definitely an artistic type of person. Okay, anyway, you think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings? Well, I don't think the world is supposed to be 100% rational. I think right now the world is like, maybe it's kind of like 40% rational and 60% emotional. I think that's how the world is right now. But yeah, I feel like it's kind of fine the way it is. If people are more rational, then we might lead to like certain, I don't know, like just some issues, because we have to still remember that the world is inhabited with mostly humans with feelings. And so if we just go rational and forget that other people have feelings too, then it will just cause some chaos. That's just what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's just what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. Don't follow me. You think the world would be, oh yeah, this one, I think I said I disagree, right? Yeah, I think I disagree. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Yeah, I think I'm that kind of person. Yeah. Next. You enjoy watching people argue. Oh, I disagree. I mean, actually, if they argue in a healthy way, like, like how some debate competitions are like just really healthy and stuff, like that's kind of fun to watch. But then most of the time when people are arguing, like people around me when they're arguing, it's a really unhealthy one. It's a really bad one. And I just don't enjoy seeing that. I don't enjoy listening to it. I don't enjoy seeing that. I feel like when people argue, like, and me too, like when I argue, some most of the times it's also unhealthy. And so like every time I hear of argument of unhealthy arguments, kind of just feel like it's so annoying. And then at the same time, you can't do anything to help the situation, because both people are stonehead. And so yeah, it's just not a pleasant thing to see or to hear. Well, I disagree. Okay, you tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Not really. I mean, I kind of to me, like, never aim to draw attention to myself, including like in my YouTube videos. I don't care if people watch it or not. But yeah, thankfully, like lots of people watch it, and like some people decided to subscribe to my channel, which I'm really, really grateful. But that was never part of the intention to like, oh, I'm gonna start a YouTube so I can be famous. Like it's never like the intention to do that. I just do my thing. I just do the things that I like to do, and that's all. Drawing attention is never really part of the plan, and it's neither avoid nor attracting. I just feel like, yeah, I don't try to attract or avoid it. I think I gotta disagree on this one. Your mood can change very quickly. Well, that really depends. But I think I have to agree on that one, because sometimes when like a really bad news just dropped, then I'm like, oh my god. I think everyone is like that, right? You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. I think I have to agree with this one, because I do hate it so much when some people are like really bad with their financial, like they don't have that much of money, but then they act like they have so much money. They buy branded stuff, even though if they buy that branded stuff, next month they won't be able to eat anything good, anything healthy. And then like sometimes I also see some people like They don't need those stuffs, but they still buy them anyway, and they buy lots of stuffs, and they keep all those junks in their house, and they're wasting their money basically. Like, it's just being so totally inefficient. Like, I'm kind of annoyed by that, to be honest with you. So I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why, like, some people doesn't like hanging out with me as well. Cause, here's a secret. When I go out with some people, I kind of want, well, because I don't know, I just kind of want people to be a better version of themselves. That's literally my intention. Like, my intention is not to insult them or anything, but it sounds like an insult to those people. It's like, I always say, like, hey, you don't need to buy this, you have it, you have tons of them already at home. Like, for example, clothes. You have tons of clothes at home. Why do you need to buy this one? You have tons of bags at home. Why you need to buy this one? You don't need this one. I would advise people something like that when I go out with them, and like sometimes they're just kind of like feel annoyed. So, like, I know that they feel annoyed, but I don't know. I just really want them to realize with themselves. One day, I want them to realize that, that they really need to, spend money better and wisely. That's just how I feel about it. You lose patience. Yes, I agree. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. I think I disagree. Kind of always. I have a pretty good time management. Not all the time, but yeah, generally. You have always been fascinated by the questions of what, if anything, happens after death. Not really. I mean, I have a religion, and in my religion, we know what happens after death. So I'm kind of like, I'm not into that sort of topic, I guess. Guess I disagree. You should prefer to be around others rather than on your own. Actually, I do agree. I actually agree, but it's just that, well, yeah. As I said, like, some people might take my intentions the wrong way, and they would perceive me as like annoying and just so, like blah blah blah, something like that. And so you might find me being alone more than being with other people, which is not exactly what I wanted, but it's just something that I have to accept. So I actually agree on this one. You become bored or lose interest when discussion gets highly theoretical. Actually, I disagree. I love it when the discussions get like more and more theoretical and all that stuff, or more imaginative. I don't know. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. I think I disagree on that one, because there's like this, like a general tip for widening your horizon, opening up your mind more. And the tip is basically, you should follow people who you disagree with. Like, for example, let's say on Twitter or on Instagram, let's say you hate this person so much and you totally disagree with this person's point of view. Well, yeah, you you gotta follow them. That's basically like the tip, and I've been doing that. Actually, I've been like, even though I dislike this particular person because their views is like, in my opinion, their views is very, like, for example, misogynistic, or maybe it's very, like, old traditional, very conservative and all that stuff, or maybe they're too liberal. There are some people who are, I feel like, they're just too liberal or too conservative or something like that. Because for me, I'm like in the middle. I'm neither conservative nor liberal. For me, I'm keeping both of them in my mind. So yeah, sometimes there's people like that, and I do follow them to kind of understand where they're coming from. To me, I feel like it's really fine to have any opinion you want to have, but the most important thing is to not have a very polarized opinion. Like, you cannot be extremely no or extremely yes. You have to be like, maybe you are a yes, but then you still would listen and converse and behave nicely with people who are a no, for example. Something like that. Like some people, I saw some people like shit on other people for having a very different opinion than theirs. Like, I think that's what's actually causing chaos. So, if we want to aim for the world peace, you gotta listen to different opinions and be more tolerating with them. Just saying. You usually postpone finalizing decisions as long as possible. I think I kind of agree. Because if we can have more time, then why not? You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. I think, rarely. Oh yeah, then I agree. I was like, just go with whatever in my mind that says that's the decision. I just go with whatever it is. I don't really want to think about what ifs, I think we need to kind of live in the moment a lot more compared to think about like what's going to happen next, something like that. My hair is a mess, by the way. I'm so sorry. After a long, exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. Actually, yeah, I kind of do prefer that. But then again, yeah, people perceive me as annoying and like hateful and all that stuff. So, I mean, actually, I want a lively social event. It's just that I'm socially anxious, so it's like, I don't know. But I do kind of like, how should I say this? Like, I have this meet up every week with like this bunch of strangers that I actually don't know any of them. And I'm like, and lately I've been like forcing myself to just go there and show up, even though I'm not contributing to anything. Like, just freaking show up. Yeah, I've been kind of doing that recently. But yeah, actually, I want this. Next. 100%. I'm 60%. What? You enjoy going to admin? Absolutely. You often have a hard time understanding other people. I disagree with this one. You like to have a to-do list for each day. I never have to-do list. I like the to-do list is already right here. I remember everything. You really feel insecure. Well, I mean, I want to disagree because I am not rarely feel insecure. I often feel insecure. So I think, okay, let's just go with disagree. You avoid making phone calls. That's disagree. I prefer phone calls over any method of communications. Like, I prefer phone calls instead of texting. And if it can be a video call, that's even better. So yeah, you often spending a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from yours. I'm not sure if I sorry guys. The COVID-19 is all over this, but by the way, I'm not COVID-19. I didn't have it. I actually got tested because my cough is like not recovering for days. And like, I've spent like 2 bottles of cough syrups and it's just not getting better. So I thought I had COVID and I got PCR test and apparently it's negative. So I don't know what it is. But yeah, I don't know if I spent a lot of time because usually, like, when people tell me something with a very different view from me, like, I disagree with it, but then I can see where they're coming from like pretty quickly. So I think I'd say I disagree because I don't spend a lot of time doing that. I don't need that much time to understand other people. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiate activities. I mean, last time my friends, they're the type who doesn't really like to go out, and so it, the t- I wanted to say, well, I think the only times that we actually hang out together is like these two times in like the whole pandemic. um so I guess, and those are actually initiated by someone else, not me. So yeah, I guess I disagree with this one. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Not really. I kind of like go with the flow. So it's like if it's interrupted, well, okay, I'll go where the interruption goes. You're still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. Oh yeah, there's definitely like some mistakes that I feel like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But then again, like when I think about it again, like, but then if that mistake was not done last time, I wouldn't be where I am right now. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes like mistakes leads to like a good ending or something like that. So I don't know if I bother. I think I disagree. I'm not really bothered. You really contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. I think I disagree. I kind of quite often contemplate like the reason of human existence and whatever this is. The meaning of life. Meaning of life. There's no meaning of life. Life is just life. It's like it's an object. Like what's there to what's the meaning? There's no meaning. It's just an object. Like can't people just accept that life is just life and there's no meaning? Your emotions control you more than you control them. I think I disagree. I kind of, most of the time I can control my own emotions, but when I really need to, erupt like a volcano, I would erupt like a volcano. So yeah, I disagree. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault. I think I kind of agree a little bit. I mean, I don't often do that, but when I need to, I do that. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy rather than organized and a consistent effort. Well, I really have no idea what's my work style. I mean, I'm just like someone who, just follow the order. Like if people tell me to do A, then I do A. Um, but I can tell you one thing, I don't like being micromanaged. So, when I heard some people they're being micromanaged, I'm like, oh my god, that's a nightmare. It's like their boss is like asking them, hold on, am I not recording? Oh my god. Alright guys, so sorry, I just realized that I wasn't screen recording. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, so this question. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. Yeah, kind of do that. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. I kind of disagree. I mean, I like a good balance. Like sometimes I can work alone and then sometimes I need to work in a team. Like I kind of like it like that. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Well, honestly, I do that, and I do think it's a waste of time. Like for me to sometimes, like think of this like philosophical stuff and theories. Then I'll be like, I just wasted my time. Okay, good time. But the thing is, time is meant to be wasted, so do it. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I agree. Okay, you feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate place. I disagree. I like more quiet ones. at first glance how someone is feeling. I think I kind of agree with this one, because I am kind of like, I don't know. um I don't really want to say I'm an empath, because sometimes I can't pick that up, but most of the time I'm quite intuitive. Um like, even when someone having a crush on someone else, I'm like, oh, I know that this girl is having a crush on him, or he has a crush on this guy. Like, I can kind of see that. but but that doesn't mean I can see it for myself. Like, I cannot really see, like, oh, someone have a crush on me or something like that. Like, for me, it's like, for me it doesn't work, but for other people, my radar goes blah, 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 blah. Anyway, agree. Next. 90%, we're almost done. You often feel overwhelmed. Disagree. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I feel overwhelmed. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. I disagree. Like, sometimes I skip steps because it's needed to skip those steps. We cannot be too obsessive on, like, the method and the steps. Like, yeah, sometimes we just can't be too obsessive on those kind of things. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. I guess I am kind of a little bit, like, when there's like controversial stuff. I'm like, oh, what's that about? I gotta know, like a busybody kind of neighbor. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. If the opportunity falls into me, then I will just take it. I never really consider, like, oh, someone else needed more, because I kind of believe in fate in a way. It's like, if someone else needed more, then it's definitely gonna fall on their hands. But the fact that this good opportunity falls on my hand, it means that I'm the one who needed more. So I disagree. Completely disagree. Like, I don't know, maybe it's such a, like, an egoistical or narcissistical point of view, but that's just really how I feel about things. If it falls on me, then it's meant to be for me. You struggle with deadlines. Disagree. I'm the master of deadlines. I'm the queen of deadlines. You feel confident and things will work out for you. To be honest with you, I kind of disagree, because I mean, not all of us are gonna have happy ending, to be honest with you. Like, some people, they're just living life in endless suffering. Some people find their happy ending. And so, yeah, I think I'm open to the fact that I might be doomed forever, but, like, I don't know, I'm just kind of fine with it. I know that's kind of weird, but yeah. Your gender, female. See your results. Are you guys ready? What? Adventurer. I'm an adventurer. Oh my gosh. ISPPA, whatever that means. Oh, this is what. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm introverted. Okay, and then I'm observant, and then I am feeling more. Yeah, I guess you could say that I'm a bit more feeling than rational. Prospecting and assertive. This tree underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. Assertive. So I guess that means I'm kind of like trust in my own abilities and decisions, I guess. Read. No, thank you, please. I'm just here for the fun. Okay. I hope you guys are not bored, but anyway, I'm kind of wanted to read this a little bit. It's a lot to read. Like, look at the tabs. There's so many freaking tabs. Adventures are true artists, although not necessarily in the conventional sense. For this personality type, life itself is a canvas for self-expression. I don't know why I suddenly read that way. Uh, yeah, this. I mean, who wrote this? It's like so flamboyant. That sounds so flamboyant. But yeah, I kind of agree with that. That life itself is a canvas for self-expression. I'm like all about that. Perhaps some people who have met me in real life, sometimes they see me dressing up in a pretty weird way. Like it's not that weird, but it's like kind of different, and that's exactly how I am. I don't really want to give a shit about like what other people are thinking. Like I kind of just wanted to, I feel like wearing these clothes. These clothes like resonate with me, and so I just wear them. um. Sorry. I was like forget where I read it from. From what they wear. Oh, I just said that. To how they spend their free time, adventures, act in ways that vividly reflect who they are as unique individuals. Oh, and I am certainly unique. Seriously, who wrote this? It's so flamboyant. Driven by curiosity and eager to try new things, people with this personality often have a fascinating array of passions and interests. With their exploratory spirits and their ability to find joy in everyday life, adventures can be among the most interesting people you ever meet. Well, I don't know. I can't be the judge. Maybe you guys can comment down below if I'm the most interesting people you ever meet. The only irony? Unassuming and humble. Gosh, the way these things are written. Adventurers tend to see themselves as doing their own thing. Oh, that's exactly what I said earlier. I'm just doing my own thing. I just do what I like to do. I eat what I like to eat. Like I don't even sometimes care about like this health stuff and cholesterol stuff. Like who cares? Who cares? But don't follow me, guys. I'm a bad example. So they may not even realize how remarkable they really are. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm blushing by this article. Like even it's just an introduction. It's just an introduction and I'm already blushing. The beauty of an open mind. Oh, they are flexible, adaptable approach to life. Adventures take each day as it comes, doing what it feels right to them in the moment. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I am. Oh my god, this thing is so accurate. No wonder like lots of people take this test. And they make sure to leave plenty of room in their lives for the unexpected, with the result that many of their most cherished moments are spontaneous, spur of the moment outings and adventures, whether by themselves or with their loved ones. Okay. Yada yada yada. I'm actually kind of lazy to read all of it. Kind of just wanted to go through the tabs. In their relationship, adventures are warm, friendly, and caring, taking wholehearted enjoyment in the company of their nearest and dearest. But make no mistake, this is an intro for the personality type, meaning that adventures dedicated alone time to recharge the energy after socializing with others. Well, that's true though. Like I do kind of like to socialize sometimes, but then I also like my alone time too. Like even if I have like a boyfriend or if I don't know, if in the future maybe a husband, I really wanted to have some separate time alone with myself and do whatever the hell I want. So I don't really like to be like maybe every day all the time going out with my boyfriend or husband or whatever. I just wanted to be like maybe a few days we go out and then a few days you leave me be, okay? Please, I need the alone time. I also don't really enjoy, like I know couples usually they chat every day, they talk all the time, but to me I'm not really enjoying things like that. To me it's more like yeah, we would chat often, but not every day, not every hour. Please leave me alone sometimes. Sometimes that's how I feel. This alone time is what allows adventurers to re-establish a sense of their own identity. Oh, that's interesting. I actually didn't know that. In other words, to reconnect with who they truly are. I didn't know that, but I guess I do really need my alone time to do that. Okay, I wanna see like the tabs. I ain't got no time to read all this. My strength. Okay, let's look at my strength and weakness. I'm charming. Oh, I never thought of myself as charming. Because like again, like in real life, if you meet me in real life, you will notice how shy and quiet I am to new people. So I just never thought of myself as charming. But okay. Sensitive to others, I guess that's kind of true. Imaginative. Well, you know what I always imagine? I always imagine having my own house. It's like I'm always like all the things that I want in a home and something like that. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I just always imagine having my own house because I feel like most of the time millennials, like, I mean, I'm millennial, so like people like me, millennials, we are born into this like economical recession that it's almost impossible for us to own a house. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like if I can own a house, that would be so epic. And imagine that I can do whatever I want with my house. Like, no parents to tell me like no hanging stuff on the wall or something like that. Isn't it amazing? And if I have a house, I want the toilet, the bathroom, and the sink to be in separate rooms. Like, I don't care. Anyway, that's so random. Passionate. Oh, am I passionate? Beneath adventure's quiet shyness beats an intensely feeling heart. What? What are you talking about? When people with this personality type are caught up in something exciting and interesting, they can leave everything else in the dust. I actually don't understand what that means, but okay. Curious. Oh, I guess, yeah, I'm pretty curious. Artistic. Well, thank you. Okay, and let's go to my weakness. I'm fiercely independent. If anything interferes with that, like tradition and hard rules, because it's over. Oh yeah, I don't really. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I don't really like when people are limiting my work. Anything that I do, it's like gets limited because you're not supposed to do it like this or something like that. It's like, bro, who cares? I'm doing it. I'm doing it the way I want to. Anyway, unpredictable. Oh yeah, I guess sometimes I am unpredictable. I mean, I know myself pretty well, but yeah, but for other people, it's definitely unpredictable. Easily stressed. Oh yes, like last time I remember very very well. These days though, not really. So yeah, I don't know. Overly competitive can escalate small thing to intense competition, turning down long-term strategies, search for the glory in a moment and unhappy when they lose. Sometimes that is true, but it's not really all the time. Like sometimes I can be pretty competitive, especially in games. I like playing games, and sometimes like when I battle with other people, I'm just so mad at myself if I lose. Fluctuating self-esteem. Oh, I think that's a perfect way to talk about myself. Like I'm kind of have this like fluctuating, never mind, fluctuating self-esteem. Okay, romantic relationships. That's the next step. Okay. Quite mysterious and difficult to get to know. Actually, I'm an open book. It's just that I'm shy. That's all. Like, so when, let's say there's a new person, so that's kind of, I guess, the reason why like dating apps just doesn't work for me, because I'm gonna meet like strangers, and then I never can open up to them. So I just feel like the idea of, joining a dating app, and then you chat with them, and then maybe you meet them for the first time, it's like, um like, I just, maybe last time, like when I was a lot younger, it worked for me once, but then nowadays I realize it a lot more, that that kind of thing doesn't, it just doesn't work for me. So yeah. um People with the adventure personality type focus instead on their partners, with little interest in dictating the mood of the situation with their own feelings. While this can sometimes be frustrating, if they accept it for who they are, adventurers prove to be warm, enthusiastic partners. There you go. Oh, I have a tender heart, really? That's, I don't know. I don't even know myself, actually. I don't even know myself that much. It's just that I know what I like, and yeah, I know what I like. I don't really know myself, but I know what I like. um it's important for the partners to make it clear that this love and attention is valued. Adventurers would never ask for such things, but it can really hurt their feelings if they don't hear it. um or sometimes, I think that happens to everybody. Like, if you're not being appreciated, and you are repeatedly not being appreciated for a very long time, then you sometimes would feel kind of frustrated. Love from the soul. What? I really don't understand what they're saying. Feelings and emotions underpin every aspect of adventurous relationship, alongside not just a tendency towards, but a need for fresh possibilities. Who wrote this stuff? Why is it the words that they use is like so bumbly jumbly, and it's like, I just don't understand what that means. It's like, to me, this is just a mumble jumble of words. I don't understand a thing that I say. Adventurers are not to be forced into anything, and rushing long-term commitment is sure way to scare them off. Exactly. To be honest, myself, I'm not even sure if I'm like good with commitments. Cause like people my age, like girls my age, they're all like married and stuff. But sometimes I do kind of wonder, like, because right after they got married, they don't really work anymore. Most of them, not all of them, like, they don't really work anymore. And so I kind of just feel like, is this it? Is this your life? I mean, it's not an insult, but it does sound like one. But I just feel like, yeah, really, is this it? You're on your life, like, don't you want something? Don't you want to accomplish something more with your life? Like, don't you want to do something that you've never done before and stuff like that? Like, to be honest, the way I see it is that most of the time, my connection, like people in my social circle, especially the girls, like, they got married, and then like that's it, their life just stops there. It's like from there onwards, they're just, following their husband, making relationship works, taking care of kids and stuff like that. And so I'm just not sure if they're happy. That's all I'm saying. And I really want them to, have a sense of identity, and know that they wanted to do something bigger, they wanted to achieve something more. Because I just don't think that being submissive to your husband and family is a happy way to live. I don't know that, but that's just me. I mean, I could be wrong, they might be actually happy. So yeah. I really don't know, actually. That's just my thought. Okay, so next one is friendships. In friendship, adventurers are some of the most comfortable people around. Laid back and spontaneous people with adventure present that won't bog things down with arguments, structured long term plans. What? I think no friendship in the world has long-term plans. Like, what are you talking about? Like, we're just friends, we're just hang out. We happen to hang out because I enjoy your company and you enjoy my company. That's all. What long-term plans? What are you talking about? Intellectually exhausting pastimes like debates over European economic policy won't hold their attention long. Well, actually, if we want to debate on like other stuff, like I would have more attention, but this particular topic, European economic policy, first of all, I don't even know what are European countries, okay? So of course I won't have long attention. I'm like really that stupid about that kind of stuff, like international politics and stuff. Like, I don't know, I'm just not that smart to talk about those. But yeah, I do enjoy discussing about other stuff. Um, Enjoying life together. Adventurers believe in actions, not words. They talk about what is, not what could, should, or will be, and then they actually do it. Okay? This passion for action is a blessing for adventurers since it helps them get past their shyness in meeting new people. Passion for action. What? I have no idea what they're talking about. If acquaintance start things out by explaining you do way better if, it's unlikely they will ever be close. Actually, I'm not really sure. Because they said that I take these remarks too personally for comfort. I mean, not really. Sometimes I listen to them, but sometimes I don't. So it's not really like too personal. Like, because for me, I hear this all the time. Like people telling me, "Oh, you should do this. Oh, you should do that." But it never really got. I mean, sometimes it does. Like sometimes I listen to it, but not all the time that it gets to me personally or too deep for me. Like, it just not really. Got no. I ain't got no time to parenthood. What? Oh, this thing is detailed. Parenthood, career, workplace, and and all that stuff. Parenthood, finding joy in the everyday. Actually, I kind of wanted to skip parenthood because I don't even think I'm gonna be a parent one day. Yeah, I'm just like skimming through this thing. But what I wanted to say is, it's not that deep. But I kind of wanted to say, like, if I become a parent, I'll just let my kids do whatever they want. Because that's literally who I am, right? Like, for me, I kind of just do whatever I want. But obviously, if they're into a huge danger, like, I would just stop them immediately. But then, what I mean by I'll just let them do whatever they want is, if let's say they wanted to be an athlete or a musician, like sometimes some parents are like, well, I don't want them to be like that. I want them to be a doctor or to be a lawyer or to be, those jobs that, definitely will pay well and has a good market. Like, to me, I don't care about all those things. Like, if they want to be a doctor, so be it. If they want to be a monk, so be it. Like, even though it's different with my religion, I'm fine with them. Like, I want them to really know themselves well and find their true happiness themselves. I never want to dictate like my kids to be like, oh, you should try doing this or you should try doing that. Sorry, or something like that. Like, to me, it's more like, if you like doing this, then you do that. If you want to be a monk, do that. I'm not gonna say no to anything that they want, even though it's like a different opinion than mine. Like, I think it's good, the fact that they have an opinion of themselves, and I just really wanted to encourage that. So that's my parenthood. I don't need to read this. Career path. Okay, I'm kind of curious about my career path, to be honest. Adventures need more than just a job. Yes, exactly. That's exactly true. Wealth and blah 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 are lesser goals to adventure, personality, creative freedom. Oh my god, that is so true. Um, I there was one time that I got into a job where it's so micromanaging. It's just the worst, in my opinion. I quit within a month. Um, Luckily, because there's no contract or whatever, so I quit within a month. Micromanaging the hell out of me, like like literally how they micromanage is they tell me where to click, what shape to use, and all that stuff. It's like, and what annoys me the most is that they don't even know what they're doing. And it's like, for me, because I'm a bit more experienced and has more knowledge in these things, and for them, they actually don't have any knowledge at all, and they tell me where to click and all that stuff. I'm like, sorry, this is just not for me. So, like, yeah. Thankfully, there was like no contract or anything like that, so I got out in a month. It pays well though, like the job actually pays really well. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of just be there as like the mouse operator, if that makes sense. Like they literally tell me like where to click and what to click. So it's just the worst. But yeah, I really need like creative freedom, like for people to not just tell me what to do, but kind of just want them to explain like, oh, this is the way it is and all that stuff. And it's actually kind of fine if they agree or not, but like I'm open to arguments and debates. But if they start to micromanage the way, like, oh, you gotta click that, I don't want to know, I don't want to hear it from you, you just click, you just do whatever I say, then then that's just not really something that I like. My god, my cough is bad. Free spirits at work. I love sitting idle in colorless, unchanging environments. They're free souls and need flexibility, opportunity, immersive way, and engaged every sense. That is so true. I really enjoy. Like sometimes I even feel like I can definitely do retail work because it has so much like nice activities there. I don't know. Mm, but yeah, actually, I'm too old for retail jobs. Is that crazy? Like when I was like jobless, I was looking out for some retail work, and most of them wrote like the maximum age that they can accept is like 24 or something like that, and I'm 28, so it's like I'm not even qualified about the age thing. So I don't know, that's just kind of sad, but it's okay. Looking to tomorrow, the mindset can hold them back from many of their ideal careers, such as psychology, counseling, and teaching, which require long-term planning on often excessive certification to get started. It takes a great deal of energy for adventurers to maintain focus on a single goal like that for so long, but it can make the day-to-day so much more rewarding for the rest of their life. Freelance and consulting work. I am doing freelance right now. Consulting work. I don't know. I'm actually quite open to being like a consultant of anything, basically, but I just never try it. I'm like, I don't know how to try that thing. Working with hospitals to make patients stay more pleasant. Oh yeah, definitely. That's definitely something I'm up to if somebody offers me. Or laying stone to help make a house a home. Adventurers always seem to find a way to make the world a little more beautiful and exciting, and to make a living in the process. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I do, and that's exactly what I like to do. I'm so sorry. Gosh. Just Okay, it says adventure, but why does it look like an artist here? I just noticed. Like, can't they just say artist? I don't know. Workplace habits. Okay. Seek out positions that give them as much wiggle room as possible to do things their own way. That's exactly true. And that's also the reason why I'm not too happy if, let's say, I'm being promoted to be a leader or director or something like that, because usually, like, even though leaders and directors, they sound like they're pretty free, but actually they kind of have their own constraints. And so it's just that the constraints are from different things. So yeah, that's why I just feel like a promotion is not really like an upgrade. It's just more of a changing role. Okay. Well-known environments that revolve around tightly held traditions or strictly enforced procedures are unlikely to appeal to me. Yes, that's very true. Spontaneous, charming, and genuinely fun people to be around. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I'm the subordinates, yes. Don't like to be controlled. Exactly. I mean, I don't mind. I know that when you're working for people, you are actually controlled. You gotta be submissive. But then at the same time, please don't micro control what is it called, micro controlling, like micromanaging or stuff like that. Like, you can't be like too controlling. So I'm saying, oh, they loathe being micromanaged. Oh my god, that's exactly what I just said. That's exactly what I just said. That's what I said all the time. Like, if I Google like a company review, like before applying to a job or something, and then if the review says, oh, this company is so bad because they micromanage, I'm like, hell no, to the no. I'm like skimming through right now. Just okay. Okay, whatever. Adventure colleagues. Among their peers, adventurers feel most comfortable working with equals and giving advice in order to solve practical problems is right where my personality is like to be. Kind of true. Yeah. While they exhaust themselves and if their role requires an excessive amount of social interaction, they're otherwise quite charming and have excellent sorry guys, this is my cough. Excellent networking skill. I actually don't really have excellent networking skill. My networking skill sucks. It's like, some people who are like very advanced in business because they know people and all that stuff. Like, I don't have any of that. At the end of the day, though, everyone is sensitive and need to know that these efforts are appreciated. Oh yeah, that's kind of true. Like, at work, I guess I notice it's not really happy for me when I know that my work isn't being appreciated. It's like I do 9 things right and then 1 thing is wrong, and then bam, I'm like get slammed and all that stuff. Like, it really makes me kind of teary-eyed and sad. Gotta admit, though. Adventures do let their personal goal affect their approach to their work, which can make them a little unpredictable, but this is balanced by their desire for harmony and willingness to find win-win solutions whenever possible. Kind of true as well, yeah. Manager, so I'll never be a manager, so I can just skip that. Conclusion, finally. My god, a cough. Ugh. A few personality types are as colorful and charming as adventurers, known to their kindness and artistic skills, Adventures are great at finding exciting new things to explore and experience. Adventures, creativity, and down to earth attitude are invaluable in many areas, including their own personal growth. I'm kind of, I don't know, it's like, to me, this quiz feels like someone is writing about me, and so when I read about it, it's like, oh, that's such a nice thing to say. Yet, adventures can easily be tripped up in areas where their focus on practical matters is more liability than an asset. Whether it is finding a partner, reaching dazzling heights of career ladder, or learning to plan ahead, adventurers need to put in conscious effort to develop their weaker traits and additional skills. That is so true, because I do recognize that I have some like lack of skills. Like, for example, the social skills, I'm really lacking of that. So I'm working on it. You might have muttered yourself, wow, this is so accurate, it's a little creepy. I never muttered that at all. Finally, someone understand me. I also never muttered that. I also never muttered that at all. How do you know more about me than the people I'm closest to? I also did not say that. This is not a trick. You found this because you were. Who wrote this? Seriously, why is there no like a written by kind of thing? I know we did not spy on you. Like, obviously, I know that. But in order to do that, you need to have a planned person. The best car in the world will not take you to the right place if you do not know where you want to go. The best car in the world will not take you to the right place, but it will give you the best experience, the best journey. Am I right, fellas? I mean, it's like, let's say you're driving an old Toyota, compared to you're driving a Lamborghini. Like, obviously the experience is so much better when you're in a Lamborghini, am I right? Okay. And anyways, just say that I need to have a personal roadmap, which I'm like totally not have. I have no personal roadmap. Because I just don't really want to like plan out and be like, oh, I need to do this, and then I need to establish that, I need to do this and that. It's like a task for me. So I kind of want my life not to be like a task. I want it to be like, you know what I'm saying? Life is life. It's an object. So you just gotta live and do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? That's just how I kind of like approach life, if that makes sense. We have told you how adventures tend to behave in certain circumstances and what their key strengths and weaknesses are. Now we need to go much deeper into your personality type and answer why, how, and what if. The knowledge is the beginning of life. Oh, okay, it's like asking me to pay. Okay. Should I pay though? How much is it? Plus specialized test, $49. Heck no. 196 pages of ebook. No thank you. Who has time to read 196 pages of ebook when you can self-reflect at your own house at your own convenient time for free? Just joking, by the way. Plus 30 plus specialized. Ain't nobody got time for 30 specialized tests. Come on, this is a terrible marketing. Like like anybody who's doing this website need to kind of level up their marketing a little bit, because there'll be people like me who's like so lazy to read. We ain't got no time for no tests, specialized tests or whatever. Like, they gotta be more intriguing. Like, for example, maybe it's like they can predict where you will live in the future, for example. And that's what's intriguing. That's what makes me like, oh my god, really? You from this test I can know where I would live in the future. I'll sign up for that. You know what I mean? And look at this one, $169 freaking dollars. Who has the money for all these things? Still, 106 pages of ebook, boring. Plus 30 special essays. No thank you. All types of premium profiles. All 16 ebooks. No. 1 year access to all personality types. What? Personal growth. See how to fulfill romance without changing. Tired of read this to feel more comfortable about being yourself. It's not interesting to me. Yeah, this is like the specialized test that they're trying to sell you. I mean, it's a if I'm gonna be honest, this seems like a good product. It's just that I wish there's something else instead of this. Like oh, excuse me, virus everywhere. Like, if you guys are aware, there's this like Jordan Peterson, like he has this quiz thingy where you also need to pay certain amount of money, and then you get to access like quiz, and then you get to know like your how your life would be like, and what you should do with your life and stuff like that. It's like to get to know yourself a lot better. I feel like that one is more interesting than this one. If I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, that's actually all the video for today. I'm pretty sure it's pretty boring already by now. Nobody's watching. So thank you guys so much for sticking by, and I hope you like this kind of video. And if you do, leave a comment down below, and see you guys next time. Bye.